Hey guys, welcome to the 2014 Spotlight Special. This is going to have the best moments from 2014. I picked my top 5 favorite moments. Rob picked his top 5 favorite moments, but guess what? He doesn't even care about you. He ain't here. So I got this whole show to myself. And you suck, Rob. I hate you.
I literally just came up out of hell where I live to be here for the Spotlight Special this year.
That's what you want to call the Eastern Shore, I guess.
So these are all the moments that you've come to love over the last couple of months that we've been doing this. Corey's favorites, my favorites. We even have a couple of your favorites in there. So without further ado, enjoy the 2014 Spotlight Special.
See ya.
Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is the end of the podcast. This is Corey.
Oh my God! Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
EP's with us.
Hey guys.
She didn't die Black Friday shopping.
Can you do that one more time?
Yeah.
EP covered her ears.
It's my turkey call.
That's good.
Yeah.
What you should do is you should go out to the woods down on the Eastern Shore. And just do that.
You see how long it takes before I get shot?
So this moment comes from episode 3, the big old relationship episode. I decided that right off the bat, I wanted to let everybody know how big of an asshole I was when it came to dating. Enjoy.
Yeah. If you walk up to a girl at a bar and say, like, hey, my name is Rob, I'd like to buy you a drink, and then later impregnate you.
Well, first of all, let's back up. Rob doesn't buy girls drinks. That doesn't happen. If I bought you a drink, you are officially in the friend zone. So that's just so that's clear.
Right.
Because, and we've talked about this, dating, in my mind, is in some ways prostitution. Oh, wow. Room got silent with a couple in it. But no.
I was patiently waiting for how you were going to dig yourself out of this grave.
Well, because here's what I'll tell you. We were in Vegas. We could have driven up to the Bunny Ranch. And for $1,000... all you want, everything and anything you want for $1,000,
right? Legally,
yeah. So let's just say last fall, a girl who was probably of the caliber, or 2 falls ago, Jesus, 2 falls ago, I was dating a girl who was of the caliber that I should be dating,
right?
And between dinner and drinks on the first 3 dates, I spent almost $1,000.
Where the hell did you go?
We go to nice places. She's a nice girl. She's a high class girl. I took her to very nice places. But I mean, and so the general rule. And we're going to talk about more about the old school dating and new school dating and rules. But 3 dates. 3 dates is a rule. Something's got to happen by 3 dates or, it's over.
Yeah.
And so...
Wait, is that your rule or is this like a general rule? Because I've never heard of this before.
And again, old school versus new school. The 3 dates is the day.
Well, that's something we're going to be touching on when we get to that. But
nonetheless, so I spent almost $1,000 on this girl for 3 dates. I could have just gone to the Bunny Ranch for $1,000. So explain to me how that is any different because I'm single now and we're not dating anymore.
Well, I guess the number one reason I would say that is different is because hopefully you get more out of it than just casual sex.
Well, that's true. Okay.
Like if we tallied up, granted it's been 4 years, but if we nearly 4 years, but if we tallied up every dollar I spent on Aaron, we're way above the $1,000 range.
Right, but if you count the 4 times you guys have had sex in that time, then you're right about the right place.
Fair enough. I guess it evens out. Right. But I feel like at the end of the day, you find somebody that you want to like grow old with, and have children with, and have a civil but acrimonious divorce with.
I almost said my law firm. I'm not going to say my law firm because this is not a place to promote that, but I could do your divorce. Give me a call. But trying to get this train back on the tracks, I just found it interesting because you actually – I have a lot of horror stories from online dating.
Yeah.
I think that's clear. But you tagged along with me on an online date. Not really an online date. We met online and we dated for a little while. And it was the last weekend that I was in New York. I want to say for undergrad.
Oh, yes.
And we went to the Yankees game, and first of all, now I have a rule about not dating Yankees fans.
By the way, that was in law school.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Because we went. I had to go to that new building they just built.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That where you were staying in the new dorm.
Yeah.
Shout
out
it
to
was
Hofstra University. What's up?
Because we had gone the year before.
Right.
For
to Old Yankee Stadium.
Old Yankee Stadium.
Right.
To catch a game there, and then this was the first year of new Yankee Stadium. And I had tagged along on your online date.
She brought a friend.
She brought a friend.
They got wasted.
They drank a lot, and there is an awesome picture, which I don't know if I can share or not. Is that? I don't know. We'll figure.
No,
it
I don't
out.
think we should share the picture.
Let's not share the picture.
Yeah, people are identified in the pictures.
Yeah, but let's just say that there is a girl who is passed out on my lap on the
Did I see
LIRR. I'm sure you have. I've
on his page.
shown pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I
that was.
I remember you showing me a picture of some girl passed out on your lap on the light rail.
That was like the light rail of New York.
Yeah.
The LIRR.
That was on the way back from that debauch, and I never talked to that girl again. Like, it was our third date, I think.
Yeah.
And she got super wasted. And, like, all along I was saying, like, yeah, maybe we should.
And
slow
to be
down.
fair, getting super wasted at Yankee Stadium is quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they have nickel beer night anymore.
To be fair, it's not when Rob's paying the bill. So.
Right.
That's why you don't go on dates with your friends.
What? No. I mean, it was a fine time, and up until about the fourth inning, I was having fun.
Yeah.
But then
For my number 5 moment, I thought no better place to start than the first episode. MySpace quizzes, getting to know Rob and Corey. It would be a popular topic of conversation between Rob and I for our entire lives, and came out on the first episode. Here's us talking about Jeffrey Mayer. Enjoy.
and who changed both of our young lives.
I think man's a bit of a reach.
It's a child who impacted our young lives at the age of, what, I guess that would have been 12, 13 years old?
He was 12 years old at the time.
So the story was about Jeffrey Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Right, is it Mayer? I was going to say Meyer. Jeffrey Mayer, who, for those of you who don't know baseball as well,
the little prick who reached over the fence at Yankee Stadium.
Back up. So it's game one.
The little fucking cockless asshole who has no respect for the rules of baseball.
Corey has some strong feelings. So
yeah, but not for everybody else.
No.
Which is this is the part that upsets me the most. Okay, so in the article written by said Jeffrey Mayer, he talks about like, oh well, I didn't, I had movie roles offered to me, and people wanted to give me money and this, that, and the other. And I turned it all down. I didn't feel right about it.
Right.
Bullshit, my asshole. Bullshit. You were on Good Morning America the next day.
Right.
With the ball.
Which, by
somebody
the way,
had given him the ball.
Right, yeah. He didn't get it from the home run. Because, by the way, even though he wanted to play baseball, he was a horrible catch. He reached out.
Yeah.
It hit him in the glove.
Yeah.
And then went over the wall.
The 5 Bronx men in their 40s who knocked over the 12-year-old kid. The only saving grace of this whole episode. I guess gave him the ball back at some point because they realized that, railroading a kid isn't the way to go. But no, he was on Good Morning America the next day. He got the key to the city of New York. He went to. Yeah. He admits in the article that he was at like autograph shows and stuff like that.
Special invitation by Derek Jeter to come see him.
He made something of the situation. I'm not saying he made $1 million and now he's retiring off of it at a beach in Fiji, but he got rewarded for being a fucking dickhole.
Yeah.
Like that's the bottom line.
Yeah. He
got rewarded for it. I don't get. Think about the worst things you could possibly do. And how many people have gotten rewarded for it.
Right.
In baseball, fan interference is kind of one of those things. Because, Martin
So my next moment comes from episode 16 of the podcast, the Best of Baltimore episode, where we were live from Ocean City. I know that you know, having listened to all these podcasts, that Corey is a huge sports fan. And this is a story about how he's probably better kept being a fan and not a participant. Enjoy.
I mean, wait. And just a flashback. We played a lot of basketball in college.
Yeah.
And I believe that we did keep track of the win-loss record, and it's escaping me now. Do you remember what the win-loss was?
It's hundreds to nothing. Or hundreds to little.
It was actually over 1,000.
No,
it was
whatever.
1,128.
This is how Corey plays basketball. He goes down by like 3 points, and then just starts shooting from half court in hopes of making anything.
I can't even do a layup.
I gotta make this up. I gotta make this up as quick as possible.
So in the course of the 3 years that you and I played basketball weekly, you won exactly 6 games, 4 of which were while I had the flu, and you called me a pussy for not coming out and playing. So we had to go out and play.
Yeah.
And I still had the flu, and I still won a couple of those games.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so this week, to
get back on track.
Not the best of the basketball court, but the best of Baltimore.
Yeah, so the city paper.
When it comes to the best moments of 2014, for me at least, one of the best was our trip to Detroit. It was a last minute thing. It was totally spur of the moment. We drove all the way there, went to the game, drove all the way back, and we had a whole episode dedicated to our adventures there. And this moment is just one of my favorites, the time we spent at the Navins Fields grounds where Tiger Stadium used to stood. So I hope you enjoy it.
There's not like a lot to do in Detroit,
except for go to casinos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if we really like studied, we could have found interesting things to do.
We could go to Canada.
We could have,
but we didn't have a passport.
We didn't have passports. Yeah. But I mean, like we could have figured out something really neat to do. But I figured since it's a baseball trip,
right? Yeah.
And we're basically looking to just kill like a bit of time.
Right.
It was like an hour.
It was maybe 2 or 3 hours. But part of that was the Ravens were playing, so we wanted to find somewhere to watch the game too.
Right. So like an hour of that, I thought it would be a nice idea if we all took our gloves and a couple balls and played catch where Tiger Stadium used to stand.
P.S. If you had made a list of things for us to do, I think it would have all been vetoed after the 10 hours in the car.
Yeah,
like, let's stand outside and enjoy the Detroit weather. Went out and played catch.
Though I don't imagine that Obama would want to spend too much time at Camden Yards right now. Yeah. Because there is somebody who occupies the left side of the infield who is just dropping bombs all over the place. Fucking Flaherty. Just dropping bombs left and right.
Yeah, yeah.
A little utility infielder Irish terrorist cell.
Just him by himself.
Yeah. Just
plus he doesn't
an army of one.
Apparently that's where Ty Cobb played, and
Babe Ruth,
everybody. So we got to walk out on the field and play a little bit around, and we threw the ball around and touched the grass and met one of the groundskeepers who was awesome.
Yeah.
To say the least. I wish I could remember his name.
He was a great ambassador to Detroit.
He was. Like, that guy should be greeting everyone. There should be a toll booth on the way into the city and have that guy in the toll booth. Yeah. But so, big shout out to the Nevin Grounds crew. That's what
Nevin Field
Ground Crew. Yeah. That's who were taking care of the field there. They were super nice to us, despite the fact we were in our Orioles gear. He told us to park there because it would be a safe place to leave the car.
Yeah, he told us it was where the players parked.
When
it was Tiger Stadium.
Right. Yeah.
And when we went back there were a bunch of Tiger fans tailgating.
Yeah.
And I, for one, wanted to make friends.
Yeah.
I said that at one point. I was like, I'm going to go make friends.
Well, our car's going to be here. Let's be nice.
Yeah, well.
So depending on what happens.
When we stopped before we got going, we went to Royal Farm and I picked up a big thing of burger cookies, thinking that would be a nice thing to eat along the trip.
Yeah.
I ate most of them.
I was going to say.
I don't think anybody else had any.
No, I think Shanny and EP had one each.
Maybe. Okay, well, I had like 4. But there were some left. There was a couple left. And I figured I'll go around and just like offer people burger cookies.
Right. And our guy took one.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Our groundskeeper got one.
I wish I could remember his name. I'm gonna go on Facebook and see if we can figure out who he is.
Well, he took a picture of us to put on their Facebook page.
Yes, I'm hoping that
as soon as I see that, I'm sharing it on the ODO.
My next moment comes from episode 22, the celebrity photos stolen from iCloud, which Corey refused to entitle The Fappening, despite all of my protestations to do that.
It's about SEO, bitch!
It's by far one of our most favorite and one most popular episodes that we've done. But my favorite moment doesn't come from the Fappening part of it, although the Fappening has been one of my favorite things of the year.
Ass and titties.
What it came from was the intro, which I entitled the baby intro. If there's anything anybody knows about me after listening to the podcast, I love babies. Not that way, though. And in this moment, Corey makes an allusion between a famous rapper and Rob and Maggie's new baby, Bailey. So, enjoy.
But, of course, while I'm gone, so much stuff happens. Number one being the posse has a new member now.
Yeah, absolutely. I just keep wanting to say it today because it's still dark out, but last night or yesterday,
you slept, so you can't count it. Days are sleep cycles,
right?
So.
Yesterday, I saw Rob and Maggie's baby Bailey for the first time.
So cute.
Rob's excited about babies.
I love babies. Not that way.
He likes that baby smell.
I do. I take their youth and their vigor,
their vitality.
Yeah. There's a little known secret that if you take a baby and you put your nose right above that soft spot and you can actually take their vitality, their life force, and they're not going to miss it because that's like at the end of their life.
Right.
They run out a little earlier, but me, I stay youthful looking and amazing as I am. So.
Well, that's certainly the exhibit A of why Rob and Maggie aren't going to let you have their baby.
Meanwhile, a week ago, they're like, all right, so loser of the fantasy football has to babysit. Everybody else goes out. I'm like, volunteered. Called. I volunteer as tribute.
Well, if that is the case, then I guess I will be taking with my first round pick, Shane Graham, kicker. You know he's not on a team, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It auto-picked my first 4 rounds, which is fine, because it actually auto-picked better than I picked.
Yeah.
I ran out of time and just started clicking buttons. My first fantasy football draft ever, though, so...
No, but Bailey is...
Back to the baby.
Back to the baby.
Yeah.
Bailey is ridiculously cute.
I asked you, because you've actually held the baby.
Yes.
If it was a real baby, because Bailey looks like one of those really lifelike porcelain dolls.
She's so cute, it's almost not real.
Yeah. But
she doesn't look legitimate.
You flicked her in the nose a couple times. She reacted. So
I didn't really, but let's just go with that story.
But she's apparently real, and she coos and stuff. So
yeah. She's all about that tongue. She's not making noises or anything right now. She's just sort of like making faces,
working the tongue.
Yeah, but she's like LL Cool J. She's like a little 36-hour old LL Cool J.
Just licking lips.
Yeah, just like.
Oh god!
This time next year, she'll be hosting the Grammys.
I was gonna say, that's the best metaphor I've ever heard. Just the baby, the little 36-hour-old LL Cool J. Yeah. Like, hey mom. Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
That is a fucking awesome sound to be doing directly into the microphone. Yeah, enough of that.
I'm delirious. Anyway, so congratulations, Rob and Maggie.
Absolutely.
The timing couldn't be better.
For my third moment, I chose my personal favorite joke from the Stupid Rob episode. We were talking about the marijuana lubricant that gave women 15-minute orgasms, and I'm particularly proud of this one. I hope you laugh along with us.
And then you're at like the fucking 12-minute mark of the orgasm. And you're ready.
Orgasm?
Yeah, her orgasm. Her 15-minute orgasm. Yeah. You're 4/5 of the way through.
Okay.
and then like you just want to get this done with. You want to smoke a cigarette. You want to watch Sports Center. You want to go on your. You want to go on the Chrome and look around for things.
For everybody who might want to have sex with Corey, just keep this
is what it's like.
In your mind. He's thinking about wrapping it up.
There should be a disclaimer at the beginning of this podcast.
He's thinking about wrapping it up and smoking a cigarette.
Anyone who's ever thought about having sex with Corey, do not listen to this.
I'm just gonna have to eliminate the Anthem podcast from my Tinder for a while. No, but here's the. If you're a guy, you're at the 12-minute mark and you've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, what are you just like, putting in a show for the next 3?
First, okay, wait. Let's.
And what happens?
Somebody who is a good lover is going to talk now. Okay, so here's what I would say. You understand that when she sprays it in, that doesn't cause an orgasm. It only enhances the orgasm that you would already have.
Right. But so
you got to get her there on your own.
Yeah.
Mission 1 for Corey.
That's not a problem.
Okay. So once you get her there, now you're saying that you're 12 minutes in. What do you do?
Well, no, I'm saying like...
What do you do is you finish. You finish when you're ready to finish. She keeps going.
And then you just...
There's no problem with that.
What, do you fucking walk away and let her writhe on the bed like it's the fucking Exorcist?
Have you ever... Have you ever had a simultaneous orgasm before?
Yeah, like where I have it and she has it.
Yeah.
So this next moment comes from what I have to consider my favorite episode that we've done thus far, maybe other than episode 4. And that's from episode 30, the #StupidRob episode. Corey actually took one of my favorite moments, which was him describing a woman's orgasm, because that's just sad and funny. But this is the first time, one of the first times that you heard us make a mention of the sudden appearance of Nazis and how that might impact one's life. So despite the fact that maybe in hindsight it's probably not good to talk about Nazis, we do a lot. So enjoy this moment.
I need a list of schools that we can bother about not having it as part of their curriculum.
I don't think it really. It's a novel.
Like,
so
can we? What? So right now it's 9 something.
Sure.
8 something.
8:40.
8:40.
Mm-hmm.
So well, it's Saturday. That's kind of a bad. I was gonna say if we ever record this at like during business hours on a Friday,
yes,
we should just call up random universities and ask them why the movement isn't part of their curriculum. Like just get on the phone with the dean of Tulane University and see.
Well, it's a novel, so it's not really that kind of book.
But isn't this going to change the world?
I mean, it will. Absolutely will.
Well,
yeah.
I had to read Chinua Achebe.
I have no idea what that is.
It was.
You don't even.
I don't even remember what the book was. I know it was Chinua Achebe was the name of the author. We had to read it, and it was like about a guy in an African village.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't remember how it ended. It might have been apartheid.
That makes sense. That was our generation with the apartheid books. So,
but like it was like all good until all of a sudden apartheid.
Yeah,
there was a lot of that kind of shit going on with Anne Frank too. Like she's peacefully going about her business, and all of a sudden Nazis.
Yeah,
just out of nowhere.
You never expect Nazis.
Like seriously, if there's Nazis in the area, I'd lock myself in the attic and just hope for the best.
Well, that's what she did.
Oh, wait a minute.
Did you not read the book?
I skimmed it.
I've never read it. I've never read the book.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Struck a nerve. Struck a nerve with EP.
All I did.
Don't you talk to me about it, Frank.
All I did was go through the pages really quickly until she started talking about boys. I just
is losing it.
Oh my god.
I was thinking of disrespecting women. That video that is all over the internet. No year-end list is truly complete without taking a moment to remember what we've lost. And in 2014, we lost
Derek Jeter's not going to be playing baseball anymore. And, well, Rob and I talked about it on this episode. And I just, go for it. I can't do it.
Well, Jeter's won Gold Gloves.
Well, yeah.
Which is an absolutely pointless award.
Well, you can win a Gold Glove when you pick up the grounder 5 feet from third base and then run 15 feet into foul territory, jump and throw the guy out at first.
For everybody who wants to put me on blast for saying that Derek Jeter is a terrible defensive player and shouldn't have won any Gold Gloves,
yeah,
I would like to point out that somebody who won a Gold Glove before was Rafael Palmeiro,
right,
at first base.
Yeah,
and you're saying to yourself, well, Rafael Palmeiro wasn't a terrible defensive player. He wasn't a statue out there. You know how many games he played at first base the year he won it? Like 10. 10 all season.
Yeah.
You didn't have an error.
Played 10 games.
Fielding percentage was 1,000. What more do you want? Didn't have a chance to make a mistake.
I remember that you showed me some YouTube clip. God, it was years ago now, back in college, of Derek Jeter, and it was like entitled "Ridiculous, Unnecessary Jeter Plays."
Oh yeah,
where like he waits, and then jumps and slides to grab the grounder. I mean, you could have walked over and put your glove down in front of it.
Well, the all-timer on that, of course, was the it'll be on Jeter's highlight reel forever.
Right.
Was catching the ball on the run in fair ground,
right,
and then diving into the stands. There was a solid, like 3 or 4 strides that he took before diving into the crowd that were completely unnecessary.
Right, but they embraced him. It was like Green Bay. It was like catching a touchdown in Green Bay.
It was like the Lambeau leap.
Jump into the stands. Yeah.
We like to call that the Bronx torpedo.
Watch your beers. Watch your beers.
Everybody watch it. Oh, little Nancy died, but it was Derek Jeter, so it's all right.
It's all right, yeah. He's going to come to the funeral. It'll be fine.
He's so fucking classy. He's so fucking classy.
So anyway,
why does he have to be so fucking classy all the time?
So 12 years ago.
He walks, like, during the funeral, like, all of a sudden, everybody's crying over the little 8-year-old girl who died because Derek Jeter torpedoed her. And then all of a sudden, everyone's crying. Everyone's really upset about it. And then we hear the voice of God, Bob Shepard, come over the loudspeaker, like in the middle of playing hymns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter, number 2. And everyone turns, faces the door of the cathedral.
Right.
And there's Derek Jeter wearing a suit because he's got to go fuck a model after this. So, he's wearing a suit. He's got his Yankee hat on, and everyone looks, and he just sort of tips the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Tips the hat to the little girl that died unnecessarily.
By his diving into
the by him diving into the stands for no good reason.
Cathedral doors open up. It's backlit. He walks through. Yeah.
Just tips the hat and walks away.
Yeah.
And then goes balls deep in somebody named Alanka. And everybody in the fucking cathedral just stares at each other and they go, that Derek Jeter, he's so fucking classy. God damn, Derek Jeter, you're classy.
I feel like you've just written the next short right there. That is an award winner. You submit that to a New York Film Festival, win.
Tribeca
Film, win right there.
But I can't use the name Derek Jeter. It's got to be
Barrack Beater.
Barrack Beater.
There you go. We got it. Anyway, so to go back to the whole point is that now that there was a lot of funny moments.
There's got to be a moment of silence when he is no longer backlit at the entrance of the cathedral,
right? And
just it's silence. Everybody in there is silent, and just one guy up front, like, God damn, he's classy. Screaming "God damn it" in the cathedral, and like the priest is just like, what can I say? He's goddamn classy.
On the last episode of the podcast, we had asked for the fans' choice for their favorite moment, their favorite episode of 2014, and overwhelmingly, everybody, it was a consensus pick. The episode 4, Drinko de Mayo, where we did shots for every time a magic word was said, of 1800 tequila, and I do believe it was 17 shots for me. And this clip right here is right at that 17 shot mark, right before I went down and fell asleep from alcohol poisoning. So, I hope you enjoy me recklessly disregarding my body in every way possible. The fan choice, number 1. Love you guys.
You can always reach out to Oh the Anthem. I'm sure the comments will be so many and so vigorous in the next week. So you can reach Oh the Anthem at on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, at ohtheanthem.com and at Oh the Anthem on all your social networking. You don't know the number offhand, do you?
443-215-795-9579. I'm posting it later.
It'll be posted in the comments. You can also reach out to me at Robert N. Cheek on Twitter, Tumblr. Go ahead. Everywhere.
7595. 443-219-7595.
Booyah. So yeah, you can reach out to me at Robert N. Cheek on Twitter and Tumblr and Snapchat and Kick. I think I'm still on Kick everywhere. Some pictures.
You're gonna find me on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah, we're actually both on WhatsApp.
Really?
Because you made me get on there. You were like, you got to try this. Facebook bought it for a reason. It's $19.5 billion.
I just joined it because every single person who was in my film class was on it because they were pretty much Brazilian.
So, reach out to us. Next week, as I said, is going to be our Mother's Day episode. We're going to send a little special shout out to both of our moms, which we will cut and send individually, not as the full podcast. We'll also be talking about future projects that Oh the Anthem has coming up and things that I have coming up on the Founding the Future blog. So, on behalf of Corey, I am Rob.
There's way too much to drink today.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
YouTube.
To everybody who I want to say again, we do appreciate our listenership. We appreciate everybody who takes the time to listen to us. This one's going to be a little especially long, but thank you for sticking out with us. Send us your comments, send us your messages, everything. We feel the love. I love that every Tuesday and Wednesday we start getting responses from people, and we feel so much love from all of you. So thank you for all of that. And we are looking forward to keep doing this for the next infinite future.
Absolutely. For Corey?
You shouldn't say for. We did this last week. You don't say for yourself. You would say
for Rob.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so
for Rob. For Corey.
Oh my God! So you say for the other person and then your own name. That's how that works. So I would say for Corey. This is Rob. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday.
I'm sorry I've had so much to drink.
So my last moment comes from episode 29, the Basement of Horrors 1 episode. As you know, we're going to make that a yearly thing to kind of look back at Halloween and make a special episode out of it. This one, Corey reflects back on some of a recent film that takes in a kind of a concept from classic film. He and I love old films of the 70s and 80s, and this is something that they used to do, and it really impacted the way that we look at film today. So, from episode 29, the Basement of Horrors episode, a little bit about exposition.
And we saw John Wick.
Right.
And it was phenomenal, and everyone should go see it. And by phenomenal, I mean, like, it's not a good movie, but it's a very good movie. Nice. But what I loved about John Wick was they did an old standby that I haven't seen probably in 20 years.
Yeah.
Where they don't develop the character at all. They don't give you any kind of, like, background. They don't spend...
You're in the movie.
They don't have somebody whose sole job is exposition.
Right.
To, like, go, like, well, John Wick was one of the best killers that the Mafia ever had.
The old guy?
Yeah, the old guy.
We're trying to figure out who this John Wick guy is. Yeah. Well, let me tell you the story.
Right. Let me tell you about all the things that John Wick did. Right. What they did instead was, let me tell you about a long story about John Wick.
If you need to go to the bathroom, now's the time.
Now's the time. Don't worry, I won't ruin the movie. Just take the bathroom break. I'm giving you the... Man, they're breaking the fourth wall. Exits are located in the rear of the theater.
And in the
possibly to the front.
To the front. You're just going to want to look for your
It varies from theater to theater.
Hurry back. Set your timers. 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
That's how long I'm going to be talking about the long storied history of John Wick. Now, what I like is...
we're going to raise the lights.
If you want to talk to your neighbor, now's the time.
Unless you're with you in the theater.
Yeah, I'm going to be the one person with the lights on and everybody talking. I'd be like, shut up, everybody, watching it. We're getting valuable exposition about John Wick.
The director had a reason for this. It's not in the movie for no reason. Shut up.
No, it reminds me of Austin Powers. Just one of the best movie jokes ever, having the character named Basil Exposition.
Who explains everything.
Yeah. No, but what was so great about John Wick, this one thing that I haven't seen probably in 20 years, and it works in a movie like this. It works so well. It's kind of shocking that it doesn't happen more often. Where one character will just be like, "Well, you anchored John Wick," and then the other character slow turn towards the camera, pulling in close on him, going like, "John Wick," just the reaction. Yeah, we know immediately by the reaction of one character that John Wick is a badass, and you've angered John Wick, and bad things happen
Of all the episodes, of all the moments that we had, my personal favorite was the wrap-up podcast that we did after we finished shooting the love letter. I was so proud of everyone and so happy that we all got a chance to sit down and just sort of talk about the whole thing. And obviously I can't I would just put the whole episode there if I could, but here's a little clip from it. It's my favorite because it's the moment I'm most proud of, and I can't wait to share that film with you. So, from the set of the love letter, my number one moment.
Anyway, we are all here together because we just wrapped on the love letter.
Live from the set, actually. Yeah.
Close.
It's just, I guess, having a V in both of them and having Veronica Valerie is kind of weird. I don't know, instead of having Bethany and Brittany, it's not the same thing, but Veronica and Valerie, it's I don't know, that's two V's. that's a little too much for me. So they'll be like Valerie, hey Valerie, Veronica.
I'm going to be calling you Valerie for
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
It's not just the names though, because unless you have Colin Zoo and Romeo and Juliet, I know his name is in Romeo.
Yeah.
But if he plays when he plays a character like Danny, you just hear the name Danny all day and being directed to oh hey Danny, that eventually you just sort of start saying hey Danny, Colin, can I see you for a sec? It's one of those things.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's
But it's part of the deal.
Yeah, but you know what? Every director or producer that I'm with, they always end up calling.
So there it is, 2014 Spotlight Special. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had fun, yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess I didn't have fun. But if you like what you've seen, then obviously subscribe to the podcast, share.
Make sure you share. Facebook, YouTube, Google+, all the things we always talk about in the episode. We want you to be able to share this with all of your friends so that they can have as good time as we have and as you have listening to us.
And you know what? 2015 is going to be even better than 2014 because it's 1 year longer. So therefore, we have a lot more stuff coming out the way.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So 39 episodes down, 140 to go. So good thing that you're listening to us now. So
yeah, you want to be on the ground floor on this. So and actually subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you're on the ground floor.
Absolutely.
On the way up. Because we're like the Jeffersons.
But thank you guys for listening to all 39 episodes. We're looking forward to bringing you the next 39.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Take care, everybody.